Now, Bill Haney, he's the one. I played this before. I'm gonna play it again. He told us. Remember on the guy Champ's side. Now, I don't know Champ's side. Never seen his content. Well, I did see this video right here. But I was conducting research. I talked about this months ago. But this was after the matter of fact. I'm gonna tell y'all when I start talking about it. After the Netflix documentary came out, Bill Haney did this interview with Champ's side. He told us why he hired Victor Conti. Hold on. I'm going to play it for y'all. This was 9 months ago. According to YouTube, from the Champ's side channel, Bill Haney told everybody what it was. And it just so happens that Victor Conti's involved in this controversy with Ryan Garcia, and we know that Devin is with. I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for
it. And Marty, why they be mad at you, bro? Like,
hold on, Carl. Hold on, Carl. We're going to get to that in just 1 second. Let me let the people hear what Bill said. Everybody mute your phone real quick. Here we go. Roll the tape.
Documentary on Victor Conti, right? And I saw that you were in there. Devin was in there, and Devin spoke on it. He said, everything we do is legit and all of that. How would you respond to the people who have something to say? Because now I haven't put this on my channel, but a lot of people have been pushing me to talk about Terrence Crawford being with Snacking.
I have to say this. I'm not accusing the guys, Champ's side of watching my content, but I'd be very surprised if he never did. Because everybody on YouTube knows there's only one that has been talking about Terrence Crawford and the snack program. That's all I just want to make sure. I mean, they didn't say my name. I just want to make sure we were clear on that. That's all I wanted to make sure. Hold on.
Victor Conti, obviously, y'all work with Victor Conti and Snack, and they showed you for a second in there. They showed them talking about boxing. Is there anything you want to say about that, or how do you respond to that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So what I did was, and this is I always say, I want to educate other fathers and mothers to come behind, right? So Victor got busted, right? He got busted for the shit. And then he got out and he was saying how he ruined lives, how he was doing the wrong thing, and he now vowed to be a Cape Crusader. It's like catching a guy that was the biggest cheat, and now he want to flip it. So you get him and you flip him and you tell him to tell you how everybody was cheating. So Devin, because Devin is so young and he doesn't have man strength, how these guys, you know what I mean? So I can test them. When to make sure that they're in testing. How many months out, right? Do they start cycling off? How many, you know what I mean? So that's what I brought Victor on. And then Victor introduced 365 24/7 testing. So
what y'all forgot about this?
Yes, hey, great.
If ain't nobody else gonna remind you, I will. Did you hear why he said that's why he brought Victor on for the testing?
Yeah, Marty, you gotta bring that back to the light. You gotta bring that back to the front light, man. You gotta do a video on that.
I did. Yeah, hey, Carl, I did.
I'm talking about do another one, Marty. Like bring that back to the front light. Cause a lot of people that's paying attention to you, even ones that don't even like you, they paying attention. Bring that back to the front light.
But you know what they gonna do? They gonna flip what the whole situation means. They gonna try to say, he mean this, but he didn't mean by that way. But we heard what we just heard.
He said, and Creole in the chat told me to play it again, and you know I will. He said, this is what Bill said. That was on August the 29th, 2023, a month after Terrence Crawford fought Errol Spence, just so y'all know. He said 365. He said Victor introduced 365 24/7 testing. Did y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, but when Victor Conti came here on December the 27th, September, October, November, 4 months. 4 months after Bill said that Victor introduced 365 24/7 to them, guess what? And I'll roll the tape. I got all the footage here. Guess what Victor said? It's very difficult getting my own snack fighters to do 365 24/7. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
You see?
That's why That's why I said bring that back to the front light,
I'm
man.
gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring, but
Man,
that's why I go back to the
we
old
gotta
interviews.
appreciate every time, man.
Huh? Who that?
We gotta appreciate every time you roll the tape, man, because you give us new information every single day that we need to know, man. And that's why I don't know why people want to be hating on the truth. If it's true, it can't be hate.
Because they live in a lie. Because they live in a lie. That's why they hating on the truth. They live in a lie.
You know, this information is out. Andre Noble, I couldn't hear you, brother.
I didn't say that.
Oh, hey, real
I'm
quick.
here. I didn't say that.
All right, real quick. I'm gonna play it back, and then I want Lucky to give me his assessment, and then Dean. I'm gonna play it back one more time.
So Victor got busted, right? He got busted for the shit. And then he got out and he was saying how he ruined lives, how he was doing the wrong thing. And he now vowed to be a Cape Crusader. It's like catching a guy that was the biggest cheat. And now he want to flip it. So you get him and you flip him and you tell him to tell you how everybody was cheating. So Devin, because Devin is so young and he doesn't have man strength, how these guys, you know what I mean? So I can test them. So I can test them when to make sure that they're in testing. How many months out, right, do they start cycling off? How many, you know what I mean? So that's what I brought Victor on. And then Victor introduced 365 24/7 testing.
Did y'all hear that from Bill Haney, August 29th?
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Hey, Lucky, what's your take on that, bro? Lucky, you there, Lucky? All right, Lucky, we're going to come back to Luck. Hey, Dean, what's your take on that, bro?
I heard
you.
I heard two words. Biggest cheater.
Mm-hmm.
That's what stood out to me more than everything else he said. He said, I got in touch and took the biggest cheater. Wouldn't that mean that Bill Haney is a liar because he said cheaters shouldn't be nowhere near the sport of boxing? That's what I heard. Bill Haney says cheaters shouldn't be, there's no place for cheaters in the sport of boxing. But you want to take the biggest cheater and make them a part of the sport of boxing. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Do that not touch your spirit right there? He said he took the biggest. I don't know if people know what that word means, but that means like Shaq, Wembyamba, the biggest cheater, and made him a part of the sport of boxing. When Bill also said, forget the dates, Manager Marty, just a month or two, whatever it was ago recently, he said cheaters shouldn't be nowhere near the sport of boxing. Didn't I tell y'all that it's because it's Devin?
Right.
Oh, I land my plane there. I don't think I got to say anything else to show the hypocrisy and how and just how fraudulent these guys is. See, that's called no integrity. That's called not being consistent. That's called actually, in my eyes, that's called not being a man. Because you can't say you don't. Go ahead.
Dean, I had a question. Did you hear, and Lucky Triple D, everybody's on the panel, did you hear Bill say Dev is still young and he don't have man strength?
No man strength. That I was just about to say that part.
Came to my mind.
So that's why they ran over there to Victor. See that?
But I could show y'all how that's even a bigger hypocrisy because Mike Tyson was damn near he was the heavyweight champion at 21 years old. So you can't say that the man body, when we classify men in this country that go fight for this country at 18 years old, you was classified as a man. Didn't Devin Haney start professional boxing at 17 years old, beating grown men? That means by definition, because I want to show you how idiotic that is when people make that statement. It's no way he didn't have man strength because a 10-year-old couldn't beat a professional boxer. A 10-year-old don't have man strength. Somebody that has enough strength to keep a professional boxer off them at 18, at 19, at 20 years old, by definition has man strength, because a 12-year-old can't do it. Yeah, just land my plane there.
Yo, what about the part when he said so he can know when they cycling off? Like, what's that about?
Hey, when is Bill gonna cycle off that line he had the other day?
Bill Snokio.
When he gonna cycle off of that?
I'm just doing some comedy stuff. That's all, yo. I'm just doing some comedy stuff. That's it.
No, it's facts though.
But
Yo,
So
that's
so
what Bill was doing
so
serious sporting, man. On Bill City.
so we can all be clear. I'm gonna play it one more. I'm gonna play just a small clip of it, and then I want to play y'all what Victor told me while he was here. If some of y'all missed it, if everybody can mute your phones just real quick.
How he was doing the wrong thing, and he now vowed to be a Cape Crusader. It's like catching a guy that was the biggest cheat, and now he want to flip it. So you get him and you flip him and you tell him to tell you how everybody was cheating. So Devin, because Devin is so young and he doesn't have man strength, how these guys, you know what I mean? So I can test them. So I can test them when to make sure that they're in testing. How many months out, right, do they start cycling off? How many, you know what I mean? So that's what I brought Victor on. And then Victor introduced 365 24/7 testing.
Okay, now Victor introduced 365 24/7 testing. When I talked to Victor, let's hear what he said when he brought Devin Haney's name up about 365 24/7 testing.
Trying to get this movement of 24/7 365 started. I offered this to Spence. I offered this to Haney. I offered this to Crawford. I could not get now. And understand that when I'm making this offer to them, they already have fights and they're already enrolled in VADA testing at that time. What I'm trying to get them to do is when that fight ends, to show the world that you're not on drugs, enter a 24/7 365. Then when you fight a fighter coming up, then he has to join the pool, and hopefully you can get enough of these guys to get the movement started that you'll have some of the people that do make millions of dollars and can't afford to do it and want to help clean up the sport, but will enroll in 24/7 365. Now, even with me offering sponsorship, I have had a difficult time trying to get my own stack fighters to do what I'm telling you that I'm attempting to do.
What the? Huh? So
Yeah,
Bill,
make it make sense.
so Bill Haney confirmed in August of 2023 that Victor Conti introduced this 365 24/7 to his son and him. And then 4 months later, when Victor was here, he said he had a difficult time, even though he said he'll pay for it. So basically, they still haven't done it yet. We need answers, man. We need, hey, Lucky, we need answers, bro. That's all I'm saying.